Hello. Testing, testing. One, two, three. Testing, testing. One, two, three. One, two, three. One, two, three. Testing, testing. One, two, three. One, two, three. A one, two, three. All right. Good evening, America. My name is Beck Tesh, short for Beck Tesh. I was born in a land far away, far, far away. But today is the first day of this show. Yes. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. So, this is the point that today is the first day. It's the first episode of the show that I'm gonna do. I hope this show is gonna have many episodes, okay? Now, the point of the show is not only to have a talk discussion, but also I want to enlighten the world. Not that I have any confidence issues. I just want to enlighten the world. So, in our journey to enlighten the world, we're gonna go through many steps of our life. And I want to explore such things as early development, physiological development, behavior, environment, and all those such factors that affect a person and the world around them. So, the point of this show is to introduce. Well, the point of this episode today is to introduce you to the facts of the universe. Plain, straight facts of the universe. Now, I'm going to tell you how it is. Why am I going to say it? Because it's a need I have. I have this need to report my experience with things in life to enlighten the world further as far as I have been enlightened. Not that America or any country in the world is less or more enlightened than the other. I think there's probably statistics, but the point is the Beck Tesh program, brought to you by Beck Tesh, Ogoea is the name of my party. I call it a political party at this time, but it's really a culture, the Ogoea culture. I want it to be a generation. Who knows? I don't know. Well, it's not to be. Listen, I'll be honest with the world right now. This is not to just in any way to bloat or anything. It's just a fact that I have a need inside my soul to share my opinion And hopefully in that journey I can change some souls and help some people find their true meaning in life and be happy and shine no matter what. And so that we can shine. So thus, welcome to the program. This is the first episode of the show. I hope you have a good journey, and don't think about it, just have an open mind to the way I'm gonna just explain things, how they work. And what is it that's important in our future as a species. So let's do a little random check for a random star today. Okay, and let's see, there's a couple of stars here. Altair, that looks cool. Let me pause it right there. Okay, alright guys, here you go. This will be our first point of discussion. My bad. The name of the star is Altair. So this is in a view today for this app. So what are you, Altair? Let's see. Altair is a star in Aquila. First magnitude Altair, the 13th brightest star in the sky, and the Alpha star of the Aquila, the eagle. Bunch of stuff. So it's a star. Altair's high speed has even caused it to become distorted. It has a high speed. The star is not without its own striking characteristics. It's moving across the sky against the background of distant stars more quickly than most, and will displace itself by as much as a degree in only 5,000 years. Wow. That's amazing. I've never heard of that. Altair is also a very rapid rotator. Its equatorial spin speed, while certainly in line of record, is still astonishing 210 kilometers per second, and may be greater since the axial tilt is not known. As compared with the sun's 2 kilometers per second, so our sun spins at 2 kilometers per second. I didn't know that. With a radius of 1.8 times that of the sun, confirmed by direct angular diameter measures. The star has a rotation period of only 10 hours, as opposed to nearly a month for a ponderously spinning sun. Oh, ponderously. The sun is ponderously spinning. That's what their authors are saying. Okay, guys. So, well, listen. I want this to be a chill show about like just my thoughts on life and also just in perspective of our location in the universe. You know, as a human being speaking to you, it's a wonder of technology. I mean, the point of fact that, you know, a mass of cells was able to organize itself so that in effect to put forth an effort to create such a product of entertainment. Well, I think it's entertainment, but also it's an educational entertainment. Right, so I don't say I'm a teacher or anything like that, but maybe I'm a preacher of science. Who knows? And so the things that we're going to go over in the Beck Tesh show, we're going to go over, number one, we're going to go over So number one in the Beck Tesh show. Let's go over what? Um, Numero uno. Numero uno. I want to say some kind of like, just like, okay, fine. Spatial orientation, where we're located in this universe, that we're life, that we think, we're we manipulate materials, we're science, we're green, right? So I want to talk about, maybe lifestyle choices that make us greener, but then further understand safety and safety living. What I've learned from my short visit on this planet is that there is a way of lifestyle that is most protective from the side effects of living in an urban setting, and as a product of an urban setting, I must obey to my circumstance and thus evolve behaviors that eliminate risk to potential hazardous environmental pollutant, thus protecting myself from sicknesses such as carcinoma and such. And so thus the point of the show is to enlighten the people on the science of pollution and the science of truth and how it affects each and every one of us. And what can we do as individuals to protect ourselves from pollution? And, there's all kinds of pollution. If you think of it, there is environmental pollution such as your car exhaust and your bleach that you wash your windows with or whatever, or whoever still uses bleach. But there's all kinds of chemical poisons. But aside from that, there's also mental pollution of the mind by the environment that is created upon us, thus what we experience and visually encounter, to which we adapt, thus creating kind of a virtual reality that we live in. And I don't know what happens to people, but they either lose that feeling of self-explorement or whatever it is, but they rather become dull. So the point is, can you first of all, if you're gonna watch the show, I don't even know what kind of viewer would be interested in my show. I hope everyone is interested in this show, because this is concerning every single human being. This is concerning every single species of animal on this planet. My name is Beck Tesh. I am the host of this show, but I hope that we can create a culture of change called organic government, omnipresence, Earth Alliance, Ogoea. And that culture will save us and help us become more enlightened species, thus becoming in full alignment with our potential as a species, such as that, thus environment exists, thus we have dangers that cause us to evolve, and which causes us to become better animal beings. So, I'm not sure if I'm speaking too loud, but in any fact, the fact of the matter is that not that I think that I'm more enlightened than anyone else, but I just feel I have the best experience to tell you guys how it is, the truth. The truth is unfortunately very hard and cold, and it smells like it smells very unpleasant. Okay, so thus, in order to avoid you from ultimate truths, I rather prepare you so that you never have to face them, so you can live your life as an animal and not as a victim of the the blunders of the humanity. Humanity has had lots of success, and I consider myself a success of humanity. So, how about the rest of the episode? We dedicate the rest of the episode to the beginning of my life, because this shows a little bit about me and my experience with the planet we call Earth. So, on planet Earth, on well, I was already a fetus in my mother, 9 months, but on the early morning of May 17th, at around 2:35 a.m., there was a baby born in the far reaches of the Himalayas in Central Asia, in a land called Uzbekistan. And this region of the world is so far from any major sea, and its culture just dependent on its own productivity is so tightly knit that, to me, hospitality is my second nature. So many people go to study hospitality, but I say, I was born hospitable. I don't need to study hospitality unless I would probably take a class in, probably in some certain manners of hospitality. Maybe there's language but hospitality is how you care for someone. Not that because that individual of society is your family member, but because that individual is a random member of society. The point of caring for the random member of society is not to help that member, but to increase your chances of getting help when you need it most from a random individual of society. One thing we all have to get accustomed to is that we are an urban civilization, and it's hard to get away from this sense of living in air. We're all sort of floating, or no, I would say suspended in the air, but we have to get over it, and we have to adapt and make the best of it. And so what I'm usually, I kind of lost my track of thought right now, but the point of the being is that all right, I'll be straight up now. Scientist off, straight up with you on. Okay. Point is that we are all under this pressure of opinion, and suppose we always have to act a certain way to please everyone around us, and so we end up not being ourselves and not being true, and just not being ourselves, thus further creating more barriers from becoming ourselves. And when that happens, other people's lives are affected. People around you, everyone starts to become, I don't want to say the word negative, but starts to become a dreamer, dreaming in a world. They're not living, they're dreaming. And so all these people are dreaming all around you, and they're acting on their behavior so that it's such as what society is not expecting, but society is afraid to look bad. Society is continuously just look good, look really good. Nothing is wrong with life. Everything is great. Act like everything is perfect, and that means you're good. So when you fall, you pretend like nothing hurts, everything is okay. You don't cry and say, oh my God, it hurts. Because you don't want to get hurt that someone is not going to come running to you saying, oh my gosh, can I help you? We live in such times that no one says that anymore to anyone. And I do. I'm always the first one to go and help someone when I see them fall. And many people trip me. But that doesn't change who I am. I'm still that person that goes and helps you and gives you a lift. And that's my nature, is that to stay honest to my nature. If people trip me up along my path, well, that was their foot on my path. My path is to be righteous, and that shouldn't affect how I am another person's unrighteousness. All right? So further, let's come to a little break here, and I just want to end this first segment of episode 1 with a note. Dream and dream big. Thus, you'll have an open mind, and things will come to you. So, dream and dream big. Because you can do anything you want. You can make money, and you can do what you want. It doesn't mean that everyone has to have a perfect life doing only what they love. Do what you love to do. Figure it out. And maybe find some kind of source of income that somehow complements your abilities. Well, have a good night, good evening, and good luck from Sunshine in Miami by Beck Tesh on the Ogoea channel. Live your life organically. I'm Beck Tesh. We out.